So, episode one opens up with a black woman running down the hall in a hospital gown. She is pursued by men with guns. Her eyes turn yellow and she uses telekinesis to force the door open. She is promptly shot from behind and her body is dragged past filled cells in full view of the other prisoners. This is also being watched by a man in a black room. Michael drives past the woman and begins flirting and offers her a ride. She turns him down and he pulls the car over and gets out the car. Turns out it is his girlfriend and he just bought her the car. Andre has gone to meet his son at a restaurant and his son is told to get a drink by his mum while she speaks to Andre. He thanks her for letting him see his son and tries to have some small talk, but she isn't interested and holds out her hand for money. Andre gives her money, but it's not enough, as he has been struggling and has taken out a payday loan in order to give her the £150. Taser and his boys have gone to a house party. A girl at the party texts someone letting them know that TVSs are there. Taser and his boys are told the Sixer boys are outside and that they want them to come out. Tiny looks out the window and sees there's a lot of them outside. Chucky keeps threatening and goading Taser until he has enough and goes outside. Once outside, Taser's boys begin to run away just before Taser is bottled and stabbed. The police shortly arrive. Michael is out making his deliveries and one of the customers tries to flirt with him, but he pays them no mind. Andre is at work and he is thanking his friend for helping him get the job. Andre is called into the office and he is told that due to his DBS check, he is being let go. While he is outside talking to his friend, they are approached by Rodney, who's trying to sell them weed. Michael is also approached by Rodney, who is also trying to sell him weed, but he isn't interested and instead takes Rodney's number before deleting it when Rodney walks away. Michael has gone to ask his friend for a restaurant reservation as he wants to propose to Dion. Taser wants Chucky and the Sixers off the board, and Michael is in the hospital, but he's gone to go visit his mum. They are joined by an organisation that helps people who suffer with sickle cell. Rodney is out and he's being paid for some weed that he is selling, and he meets his friend and is complaining about not making enough money. A girl in a cell is banging on the glass. She wants to call her mum and dad. Dion is looking at a missing poster of the same girl that was banging in the cell. Taser has met up with his boys, and Toosies is listening to the diss track Chucky made about Taser. Michael is on the next stop on his delivery, and Taser's gang surrounds him and tells him there is a price to deliver the parcel. He is pushed back and punches are thrown, and then Michael is stabbed by Taser. As he bleeds out, his eyes turn yellow, and he is back driving in his truck. Michael ends up going back through the motions of when he was surrounded by Taser's gang when he grabbed the parcel from the truck. This time, with the memory of what happened before, Michael does something different and is instead let off with a warning. Rodney is trying to get his car to start, but there's no joy. He calls his customer who tells him to get on a bus. As Rodney tries to run for the bus, his eyes turn yellow and he pulls a flash and ends up running to Scotland. Sabrina is getting ready for a date when she is interrupted by her sister. It's late in the evening and Sabrina is still waiting for Kevin to pick her up. Her sister tells her they should go to his house to see if he is there. Andre is trying to get money out of the cash machine to buy food for his son. When he checks his balance, he sees he has no money. He calls his friend and leaves a message about not being paid. An annoyed, yellow-eyed Andre punches the cash machine and breaks it. A bunch of 50s comes out of the machine. Taser is at home and his grandma wants to talk to him. She holds up a bloody shirt and wants to know what happened. She does not believe his lies. She had told his mother she would look after him, and Taser is upset as his mother walked out on him. We see a picture of Taser and his mother, and it turns out his mom is the woman that was shot at the beginning of the episode. Sabrina and her sister are sitting outside Kevin's house. They see food being delivered to his house and approach the delivery driver saying that they would take the food in. Kevin's door is opened by a woman who is wearing nothing but a t-shirt, and Sabrina tells the woman she is Kevin's girlfriend. They both discover they are his girlfriend just as Kevin comes out in a robe. Sabrina walks away and her eyes turn yellow just as Kevin goes to grab her. She turns around and ends up using telekinesis to throw Kevin back towards his door. Michael's on his date with Dion. He had told her about what happened before, and she gets her dessert, which has "Will you marry me" on there, and she thinks she's been given the wrong plate. She tries to call for the waiter, only to turn around to Michael on his knees, asking her to marry him. She says yes. They get home and share an intimate moment. His eyes turn yellow, which Dion sees right before he teleports. He's in the middle of London and the streets are empty except for Andre, Sabrina, Taser, and Rodney. Taser sees Michael and calls out to the person in front, and they turn around and it looks like a slightly older version of Michael. Older Michael teleports to younger Michael and tells him that he is him. Some figures make their way out of the portal, which is closed by Rodney. Young Michael is told that he is in the future and they teleport to a cemetery. It is there that he sees Dion's grave. She dies in a few months, and old Michael tells young Michael that he is in the future and he may be able to save her. That's it for the Supercell recap. Please stay tuned for the next one and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.